Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for January 28th through February 3rd, 2013. So this week we begin, is the ending of a month and the beginning of a new month. And so what we want to do is just kind of like look into the energy of this week and see what the angels' messages are for us for this coming week. So it seems like this is a week in which we are, they're showing me a couch, a love seat kind of couch, and there's a sense that we are just sitting back and taking it all in. There's a sense of celebration in terms of things opening up for us. We're feeling some protection and a lot of clearing energy has been taking place over the last week, and so we'll begin to see more of that sense of stability opening up for us in this week in our homes and in our family relationships, and also more clarity that we'll be receiving all along the way this week. So let's just take a look at the cards and see which archangel we'll be working with this week. And look at this. So, good energy for this week. We had this card the week before last. So Archangel Ariel is here again, and her name means the lioness of God, and she's also works with the fairy realm because she heals animals and is, we want to call her like the environmental archangel. So she oversees everything that has to do with nature. And the card says prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. And, I'm hoping that everyone had a very eventful week. As I spent time outside, I had an amazing week. It was striking. It was incredible. A lot of things when I went out, I had a lot of experiences with the fairies, and Archangel Raziel last week was really teaching us how to take back our power, if we remember that. And now we're back with Archangel Ariel, who is all about helping us with manifestation, and also, as she oversees nature, is reminding us as well how we can benefit from working with the elemental realm and the fairy realm. So let's take a look and see what the first card of the week is going to be. And this is the life purpose deck, and this card represents the first part of the week and gives us some insight into the focus for the week. Now this card says teaching, and says you inspire young people to learn. So this card is really at the beginning of the week. The first thing that I'm kind of getting is that you as a light worker have a life purpose with involving children, but also that the things that you're learning about manifestation and prosperity, it will benefit you as you begin to share your experiences and the knowledge that you've been given over the last weeks, to start sharing the information with others, to also really begin to put yourself out there and start, if doing your work as a light worker. So this is really, so if you're not someone who's works with children, but also just teaching of all forms as a spiritual teacher, or just sharing information that you've been working with, and especially about law of attraction and prosperity and manifestation, to really share that information with others. So in this week, you may find yourself called to teach what you're learning to others, to your friends. It could be someone where you're going out and you just meet someone, and they, conversation strikes up and you just start sharing that information. So be very open this week to from getting away from being sort of isolated in your own projects, and just expand and open up and take a seat back, and begin to just share that, celebrate, so that others can be inspired by what you have been gaining as knowledge. Again, let's look at the next card, which is the middle of the week, and it would be the action card. And look at this. The card says counseling. So it says, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. And you can see that the angel here is speaking to someone, and a little tiny person, which a fairy actually. So again, we have this huge fairy connection that's coming in here. And so, this card also continues to counsel us to really work with the fairies in terms of manifestation. I have been shown all kinds of different fairies who can help you and with anything you need. The one thing about the fairy realm that most people may or may not know, if you are not working with fairies, is that I've discovered that they came to me in 2009. After I attended a fairy workshop, actually. And what I began to see was that for every profession that we have in the physical world, there are fairies that relate to them. I've seen fairies that are scholars, fairies that are builders, I've seen fairies that are alchemists. I've seen fairies that are guardians of trees, all kinds of fairies, flower fairies, plant fairies. And so if there are fairies that work with finance, scholars. So if you have anything that you are wanting to work on, call on a team or committee of fairies to assist you. There are even travel fairies, so that can help you with your projects. Also, again, this also fits right in line with the teaching and counseling. So this week, it looks like that you'll be sharing again your ideas, either through teaching others or counseling and listening to other people. The things that you're learning, everything that you've been gathering over the last few weeks or month, is now time for you to sort of share that with others and lift others and inspire them. Okay, let's take a look at the card for the weekend. And the card reads music, and it says your connection to music is healing for others, for yourself and others. And this card represents the gift. So or the lesson. So I get a sense here from the angels that that this is an opportunity for you to do something else, to relax, to kind of take a break from all of the constant effort of your manifestations, focusing on trying to build that business, or we're trying to, whatever it is that you're doing, it's time to take a little break and just enjoy life and enjoy something like music or anything artistic that inspires you. You may be guided to go to a concert or to go out, dancing or something, anything that allows you to relax. And so, music in the arts is something we learn to be grateful and an appreciation for something that's so beautiful. And so we need this element as well where we play, where we allow ourselves to be treated to something very inspiring outside of what we're doing. So this week it seems as though we're being guided to just take a little bit of attention to kind of like where they're showing us that couch, to kind of sit back and relax on the couch and really celebrate, trust that you've worked hard, that your prayers have been answered, and that the universe is listening to you. And in turn, now start giving what you've learned. It's when you share what you've learned, it really affirms your beliefs and your truth, and it affirms that what you're doing. It gives you more strength as you interact with other people, and it helps you to really truly believe in your goals. And I found, sometimes it gets to be very difficult when you're trying to have patience and wait for something to unfold. And then as my little doubt may creep in, and I start to share the knowledge that I've been learning and the blessings that have been inspiring me, I all of a sudden realize that this has been it reaffirms my faith in what I'm doing. And so this is a perfect time to just take a slight break, and redirect it. And let's take a look at the card, the fairies. I just turned it over, which is the kind of the outcome. And the card says higher consciousness. Okay. So this week, you're going to have a sense of that your higher self, information is going to be coming through like downloads from your higher consciousness. You will be getting more divine guidance from your guides, the angels and the fairies, so that you will find that this will be a week of spiritual abundance for you. So really what this looks like is that this is a week of spiritual abundance, and you've accumulated so much knowledge and so much wisdom over the last few weeks that now you're going to find that you're going to be compelled to share the prosperity of your higher self's truth with others through teaching and counseling. And music puts us in that high frequency of awareness and consciousness. So, if you have a favorite CD or something, I love listening to Bach or the Renaissance music. The Renaissance music has a very high frequency to it. The choral music, especially without instruments, I usually put this on, and if my energies are low or something, and I put it on very lightly so that I can sleep but hear it, but not be, awakened by it. And when I wake up the next morning, if I had chills or a fever, or my energy felt toxic, I'm instantly cleared. So this week looks like there's a high frequency coming through for us this week, and so that from our higher consciousness and oneness, which will you'll start to really share this information. It'll just, as you're talking, you're going to find that you're saying things maybe that you haven't thought of before, that you're getting new thoughts and new ideas, spiritual ideas that assist you with your own counsel, as well as counseling others and teaching others. And so this becomes a week of prosperity, because it's almost the divine is coming, how do we say in the prayer, on earth as it is in heaven, so that heaven is coming down to earth, and then you as a channel of this love is sharing this with everyone, and including yourself receiving the benefits of it. So I wish you much success, and I hope that you can take the time to relax and a bit and celebrate this new information and higher consciousness that will be coming through, and that you can trust in your guidance and trust in the love that is flowing through you, that will be a great prosperity. So here we have a different kind of prosperity, and so this is truly incredible. So I just like to remind everyone that the readings that I've been offering, the promotional price for $50 will go through January 31st. And if you book a reading before the 31st or on the 31st, and you're not ready to for an appointment, I don't have an appointment available for you, you can still get it, have that reading later on, as long as I receive your confirmation about the reading on the 31st. It will be the last day. And you can, if you want to schedule it for March or April or whenever, it will still be valid. But the repayment, you will confirm your reading through the payment. So if you just like to get in on that, but you don't have time within the next 4 days to have the reading, just know that it will still be valid for you for as long as. So I'm not going to remove that from you. There's no expiration date on how long you can get the reading. You can get it whenever you want. I'll have a note of it that you paid me, and you'll have your receipt as well. So I thank everyone so much for all your comments on Facebook. I didn't get to them this week. I was really busy, but I'm definitely, I did read them, and I did send you prayers and lots of love. I will comment on it after I, do the video, and you'll probably see them up possibly before this is posted, I hope. But I just wanted to let you know that I was thinking about you, and I was praying for you, and so hopefully one day, if you're all interested, we can probably have an online class where I can share this amazing information about the fairies. So let me know if you're interested in something like that. Just leave me a note. You can private message me or write me on Facebook. I read Facebook, Twitter. I'm still learning how to operate Twitter, so don't worry about that. If I don't get back to you, I'm just trying to figure it out a little bit more. But I'm sending you so much love and angel blessings, and know that all of the angels, the fairies and the angels, and the archangels and ascended masters, the whole universe, including God, especially God, is supporting you and holding you in so much love. And so am I. And I thank you for all your love. Until next week, God bless you.